What about any players that you might have come across? Because you heard, I'm sure, Malcolm Jenkins, what he said on CNN as he's been hired. He's been hired there as an analyst, calling it a non-essential business. And for him to come, he needs to be assured best he can. And I know that the league mentioned yesterday through their chief medical officer, Dr. Alan Sills, that there's going to be an aggressive testing regimen. What are you hearing from players right now, Adam?
Well, what's interesting to me there, Rich, is that a few weeks back I had James Conner on my podcast, and you would think that if anybody would be concerned, it would be him. He has a pre-existing medical condition. You would think somebody like that would be alarmed. And I can only infer that his feelings are representative of most players' feelings. Not all, but many. And when I asked him if he was concerned at all, he acted like, what is there to be concerned about? No, I'm playing football. No issues. And I thought that was interesting because if, like I said, anybody had any reason to be uneasy, it would be him, and he didn't have the slightest bit of hesitation. So if James Conner feels that way, that tells me that the majority of players feel that way. Again, there are going to be cases like Malcolm Jenkins, and there are going to be people who are concerned and nervous. My wife is a type 1 diabetic. We live every day highly aware of everything that we're doing, everywhere we're going, and trying to make sure we do the best job we can to not go anywhere, mask up when we do the right thing. And what's amazing to me is to hear the various viewpoints in our country. Some of them blow me away. I just can't believe that some people would be so defiant to not wear a mask. Everybody gets to do what they want, free country, but it's, to me, just a basic human consideration of your fellow man. And why somebody would not do that, to me, is unbelievable.
+1, Adam. I fully agree. And for fans of the NFL or sports in general who say, screw it, I'm not wearing a mask. I don't believe what the science shows. Well, if you're not masking up, guess what? There's a chance there's no NFL. I mean, that's a fact. There's a chance that there's no sports
here's a fact, Rich. If everybody masks up, the virus doesn't go anywhere. If the virus doesn't go anywhere, we get to have sports and school and activities and all the things we want.
Right.
So why would you not mask up? Like, it's amazing to me. Like, I just can't understand it. And again, I guess, and we're seeing it now, right? Like, I live in New York, and we went through 3 very difficult months. And now we're seeing cases spike where there really weren't cases and instances before. So these people who doubted the virus, didn't believe in the virus. Like, I was talking to somebody yesterday who was at my house, an electrician. He came to work on some things with, well, anyway, some issues. Anyway,
yes.
He said to me, it's a media creation. Now, I don't know what to say to that. Like, I don't believe that's right. But that's what he and many others believe, that it's a media creation, which, again, I hear that and I go, oh okay. Even if you think it's a media creation, then why would you not wear a mask? Like, he wasn't wearing a mask,
And it's his job to put a light bulb over somebody's head too. You think it would go off?
Well,
I mean, Adam, I don't understand it. It is something that this country is grappling with. All we need to see is how our country's dealing with it and other countries that have gotten through it.
Yeah. But by the way, Rich, right there, okay, that's a great example. There are some countries where basically the virus seems to be going away, if not gone. Correct? Some countries have done a great job masking up, sheltering in place, doing what's asked of them. I'm not getting this has nothing to do with – this is basic human decency, basic common sense. Why is it that some countries the virus is just whittled away to where it's essentially a non-factor, yet in our country we have the highest amount of coronavirus cases that we've had since this virus began spreading?